of our art integrated project on the topic Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, we are going to explain you about the comparison between Haryana and Telangana in the terms of power generation and consumption of electricity. Hello everyone, this is K. Anjani Chandrika of 10th standard from St. Elizabeth Convent English Medium High School, Bongir from Telangana State.
Hello everyone, my name is T. Aishwarya. I'm studying in 10th standard in St. Elizabeth Convent High School, Telangana.
Kalyani of class 10 from St. Elizabeth English Medium Convent High School, Telangana.
My name is A. Vinay Kumar of St. Elizabeth High School, Bungi, Telangana. I am studying in class 10.
Hello everyone, my name is Alan Sujit Raj of class 10th from St. Elizabeth Convent School, Bongir, Telangana.
Now I am going to explain you about the topic how electricity is connected to our daily life. Electricity has many uses in our day-to-day life. It is used for lighting rooms, running fans, and using the domestic appliances like using electric stoves, AC and more. Electricity also provides the means of amusement like radio, television and cinema, which are the most popular forms of entertainment. Electricity is also important for the operation of machines such as computers or monitors, which keep the data to enhance medicine in the hospitals. It is very crucial, it plays a very crucial role in our life. In this way, electricity is connected to our daily life. Now, we'll discuss about the topic sources of the electricity. The major categories of energy for the electricity generation are fossil fuels. The different sources of electricity are solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, tidal energy, hydroelectricity, wave energy, biomass energy, nuclear energy, thermal energy and hydrogen energy. So these are the different sources of electricity. Now we'll discuss the electricity scenario in Haryana. Before that, we'll know about Haryana. Haryana is the 20th largest state with an area of 44,212 km square and the 17th largest by population with total population of 2.54 crores. It is bordered by Punjab and Himachal Pradesh to its north and by Rajasthan to the west and south. Haryana has shown 0% peak shortage and less than 1% energy shortage during last 2 years. The state has achieved 100% electrification, but there are still 2.85 lakhs rural unelectrified households in the state, which are proposed to be electrified by FY 2018-19 in phased manner. Now we'll know about the electricity scenario in Haryana. Haryana Power Generation Corporation Limited is the electricity generating company of the Government of Haryana in India. This came into existence on March 17, 1997. It was assigned the responsibility of working projects run by the state, maintaining them and also setting up new power generation projects. Haryana mostly uses the solar energy and the thermal energy. This is the power scenario in Haryana. Now my friend will continue the next topic.
Power plants in Haryana. Panipat Thermal Power Station. Then Bandu Chaudhra Thermal Power Project. Rajiv Gandhi Power Project. Indira Gandhi Thermal Power Project. Mahatma Gandhi Thermal Power Project. WIC Hydroelectric Station. am going to explain about power plants in Haryana. Panipat Thermal Power Station. Panipat Thermal Power Station 1 is located at Panipat in Haryana. The power plant is one of the coal-based power plants of HPGCL. It was formerly known as the 2 Devi Lal Thermal Power Station. Panipat Thermal Power Station 2 is located at Panipat in Haryana. The power plant is one of the coal-based plants of HGCL. And second is Den Bandhu Chaudram Thermal Power Station. Den Bandhu Chaudram Thermal Power Station has an installed capacity of 600 MW. The first unit was commissioned in April 2008. This is the first project in the state to award to private developer. The total available land of the project is 1107 acres. First unit was commissioned in a record period of 27 months, which is the lowest for an coal-based greenfield project in the country. The plant gets coal from central coal fields. And third one is Rajiv Gandhi Power Project. Rajiv Gandhi Thermal Power Station is located at Kedar in Hisar district of Haryana. The power plant is one of the coal-based power plants of HGCL.
My name is Avinay. I am studying class 10 of St. Elizabeth Convent School, Bongir, Telangana. Now I am going to explain about major power plants in Haryana. Indira Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi hydroelectric stations. Now I am going to say about Indira Gandhi Thermal Power Project. Location at Jhajjar, Haryana. Capacity 1500 units. The coal-based power project was developed by Aravali Power Company, a joint venture company comprising the NTPC, IPCGL, HPGCL. It is the largest thermal power plant located in Haryana. The project was developed by Aravali Company venture comprising the National Thermal Power Corporation NTPC, Indraprastha Power Generation Company. The project is located in Jhajjar, Haryana, India. The power station comprises 3500 units. Mahatma Gandhi Thermal Power Project. Location Jhajjar. Capacity 1320 units. Mahatma Gandhi Super Thermal Power Project located at Jhajjar district of Haryana. The coal-based power project was developed by CLP India Private Limited, a subsidiary of CLP Group. According to a June 2012 report in Bloomberg's Businesses Week, in the plant was completed in April 2012. Dead coal due to lack of coal supplies. Hydroelectric station power project. Location Yamurga Nagar. Capacity 62.40 units. The most common of hydroelectric power plant is an importment facilities. An importment facility, typically a large hydropower system, uses a dam to store river water in a resource. Water released from the resource flows through a turbine spinning its, which in turn activities a generate to produce electricity.
Power scenario in Telangana. Telangana is the 29th state of India, formed on the 2nd June 2014. The state has an area of 1.5 lakh square kilometers and has a population of 35 crores. Power sector is the core engine of growth in any economy, and more so in the newly formed state of Telangana, providing quality and reliable power at an affordable cost of the people in the state of Telangana. Telangana State Power Generation Corporation Limited is a power generating organization of Telangana. The state generation utility is planning significant investments to the tune of 6,840 megawatts from its upcoming thermal power stations including Kakatiya, Kottagudem, Bhadradri and Damarcharla thermal power stations to meet the increasing demand. Telangana receives power from the Chhattisgarh and had signed an agreement to sell power to Telangana. Yadadri thermal power plant is an upcoming 4,000 megawatt supercritical thermal project which is at Damarcharla, Nalgonda. Major power sources in Telangana are hydro energy, thermal energy and solar energy. Coal power plant in Telangana, Kakatiya thermal power plant at Chelpur, Bhupalpalli, Kottagudem thermal power station at Paloncha, Kottagudem, Ramagundam thermal power station at Ramagudam, Peddapalli, Singareni thermal power plant at Manchiryal, Bhadradri at Manuguru, Kottagudem, Telangana super thermal power plant at Ramagundam, Telangana, Yadadri thermal power plant at Damarcharla, Nalgonda.
Now we'll know about the coal power plants. Coal power plants are a type of power plants that make use of the combustion of coal in order to generate electricity. Their use provides around 40% of the world's electricity, and they are used in developing countries. Now we'll know about the coal power plants in Telangana. The first name of the coal power plant is Kakatiya Coal Project. It is located in Chelpur, Bhupalpalli with 1100 megawatts of capacity. The second project is Kottagudem Coal Project. It is located in Paloncha, Kottagudem with 2460 megawatts of capacity. The third project is Ramagundam Coal Project. It is located in Ramagundam, Peddapalli with 62.5 megawatts of capacity. The fourth project is Singareni Coal Project. It is located in Jaipur, Manchiryala with 1200 megawatts of capacity. The fifth project is Bhadradri Coal Project. It is located in Manuguru, Kottagudem with 1080 megawatts of capacity. And the last project is Yadadri Coal Project. It is an upcoming project in Telangana which is located in Damarcharla, Nalgonda with 4000 megawatts of capacity. The total capacity of all the coal power plants in Telangana is 6682.5 megawatts. So this is all about the coal power plants in Telangana.
Now we will know about solar power plants. Solar power plants convert energy from sunlight into electricity either using photovoltaics or indirectly using concentrated solar power or a combination. Concentrated solar power systems use lenses or mirrors and solar tracking systems to focus a large area of sunlight into a small beam. Photovoltaic cells convert light into an electric current using the photovoltaic effect. Now we will know about solar power plants in Telangana. The first name of solar power plant is Jurala Solar Power Plant. It has 1 megawatt of capacity. The second name of solar power plant is Ramagundam Solar Power Plant. It has 10 megawatts of capacity. The third name of solar power plant is Dharmarao Pete Solar Power Plant. It has 143 megawatts of capacity. The fourth name of solar power plant is Telangana. It has 12 megawatts of capacity. And these are all solar power plants in Telangana.
Now we are gonna know about hydropower projects in Telangana. Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. It is located in Nagarjuna Sagar, Srisailam Dam, it is located in Srisailam. Peddapalli Dam, it is located in Peddapalli. Paleru Dam, it is located in Khammam. Dammugu Dam, it is located in Bhadrachalam. Pochampad, it is located in Nizamabad. Singur Dam, it is located in Kammareddy. Nizam Sagar Dam, it is located in Sangareddy.
Now, we will know about the unit charge of power in both the states Haryana and Telangana. As per the revised rate, the unit charge of power in Haryana is rupees 2.70 per unit, and coming to Telangana, the unit charge of power for all the consumers in the urban areas is rupees 2.50 in Telangana. At last, I would like to conclude this topic by speaking some of the differences in the power generation between Haryana and Telangana. Coming to Haryana, Haryana mostly uses the thermal and solar energy for the power generation. And coming to Telangana, Telangana uses mostly the thermal power plants for the power generation. Coming to the unit charge of power, Telangana unit charge of power for electricity is less as compared to the unit charge of power in Haryana. These are the some differences between the power generation in Haryana and Telangana. Thank you.